What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the greatest gaming podcast on the internet, the One Up Gamescast. I'm one of your hosts, Carl Sinclair, joined as always by my brother from another mother, the man with the plan, Master Chief in the streets, Master Cheeks in the sheets, Jack Gibb. How you doing, buddy?
Man, doing great. I'll tell you why.
Why?
I'm out of Egypt. I've left Egypt.
Oh my god, he left Egypt! Oh my god! Oh man, I'm so excited for you to see any other part of that game.
Yeah, I got about 4 or 5 more places to go, apparently. So, yeah, I've just started, really.
Yeah, so good.
Good part of the game. Obviously not going to talk too much because, feel like we're not ready to spoil that just yet. But, it's the most beautiful looking game I think I've ever played. I think I'm pretty confident in that. I don't think I've played a better. Sorry, I shouldn't say best looking game. I should say most photorealistic. It's just phenomenal.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and like I'm playing it on like maximum settings that possibly can be on PC, except the resolution's not quite maxing out my monitor. I can't tell though, to be honest. But yeah, it's just impressive. And you know, we've discussed on the podcast and offline and probably on Twitch as well. Like, it had to be. It's in a movie universe. It had to look good to sort of sell the first person and a few other things that they were going for. But fuck, man, just looks beautiful. And then the next section, which I only played like 2 minutes of, looks no worse. You know,
What's the next section after Egypt again?
Up on the Himalayas, my friend.
Ah, yes. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've only just played like the intro cutscene and like maybe a minute.
Do you know what the stones are for yet?
Not really. I don't think so.
I'm trying to remember. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to remember exactly what happens where.
I'm playing it so slowly that maybe I'm meant to know what the stones are for, and I just don't. But to be honest, I'm just enjoying playing the game. Like, I don't even like. It'll explain it to me again at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, it'll explain it all right before the end.
Yeah, exactly. Or I'll just ask you.
Yeah, fair enough.
You'll have to remember. But yeah. So I'm doing well. Should be able to talk about it in September. How you doing?
I look forward to it. Oh, you should try to finish it before it comes out on PlayStation. We'll talk about it when it launches on PlayStation.
Fucking hell, when's it coming out on PlayStation? Do we know?
Probably September. I don't know. I think it's got a date, but I'll play it again on PlayStation to refresh my memory. We can talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's. So as of like today, the rumors are suggesting April.
Oh, I did see that actually. There was something else coming out in April. Forza got an actual, like, that's officially coming out in April.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're doing that. Oh, that's right. Because I saw a Kotaku article. Honestly, I didn't read it because it just felt a bit artificial. But
Kotaku.
Yeah, it had
Go to One Up for all your gaming needs, guys.
I'm just sorry, I'm stalling while I search for it. Basically, they were complaining about So they're doing that bullshit thing they do on Xbox where they release a special edition 3 days early.
Oh.
So you can pay more and get early access, right?
Yeah.
Now, I've been a big advocate on this podcast for saying that I don't like it. I don't like that it's a thing on Xbox and PC for Microsoft games. Fucking hate it. But Kotaku comes in, right? This is the headline. Forza Horizon 5 pioneers bizarre new form of early access garbage on PS5. Now, I agree that it's garbage, but they've not played an Xbox game before.
Right.
Like,
what are they saying that they've pioneered exactly?
Pioneered fuck all. They've been doing this for years. They did it with Starfield, for fuck's sakes. It's awful. I agree that it's garbage.
What's garbage? What, paying
the early access. I don't like the early access. I wish everyone went in at once. That's just a personal standpoint.
I mean, it's nothing new. Everyone does that shit.
Yeah.
Ubisoft does that shit for every single game.
Yep. You know, you're not wrong. No, and that's the thing. That's my point exactly. I hate it. So I agree with Kotaku. I hate it personally. Yeah. I don't mind if you like it, but I personally don't like it. But it's not new.
No. They're not pioneering anything. They're getting on the bandwagon.
They are pushing that bandwagon along. I would dare say. I would dare say they've caught the wagon and are now giving it some extra coal. But anyway, long story short, it feels a bit weird for an old game on the PlayStation though. Would you agree? Like, it's been out on Xbox for like...
Are we saying it's weird because it's an old game? I don't think it's weird. I think it's Xbox preparing PlayStation gamers for what they have to look forward to if they want to play their games.
Interesting perspective. Yeah, you're probably right, because if they start doing it after this, that'd probably be worse.
Because if they start doing like day and date stuff, like apparently that's why Fable was delayed. Fable had technical issues and they wanted to get it right because they want to launch both of them at the same time.
Interesting. This game probably exists. I think I said this actually previously. I think this game exists to make sure the Forza tech engine works on the PlayStation.
I think we're gonna see whatever the next Forza Horizon game is this year, and this is their little testing ground. Because April's long enough, because you got April and then you got Summer Games Fest in June, where you could totally announce it for whether you announce it for both platforms straight away or you announce it for one and then you can just announce it for the other one later. Like it's going to work on one. This is your way to test it for the other. I can see that being a thing.
Look, if I was in charge, I'd probably do the Indiana Jones where it comes out a few months later. But because I think Forza Horizon going multi-platform feels really good. I think in a lot of ways, but it's still such a core Xbox franchise in my mind.
It is.
But I might be a bit old school there. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out, that it's riling up some feathers. I think's great, but they should have riled up feathers many years ago. I don't think the genie can go back in the bottle at this point.
No, it's done. What's done is done.
Fuck, I hate it though.
Stupid guitar.
At least on Xbox you can do the Game Pass upgrade thing, I guess. Although it does feel like a shitty way to get a few extra dollars out of you. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about it, mate. Let's put aside Xbox and PlayStation.
Let's do it.
And I don't think it's actually accurate to say Nintendo was out today, but
I think it's accurate enough. You know what I mean? I feel like those guys have been in bed long enough. Do you know what I mean? Like,
is there anything contractually stopping Pokemon from releasing on Xbox and PlayStation?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you got to remember that the Pal World lawsuit is also from Nintendo.
Right. So is Pokemon published by Nintendo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was published by Game Freak, but
developed by Game Freak.
Right.
They're the developer. Yeah.
And Game Freak's probably in charge of all the merch and.
Yeah, they're in charge of all that stuff. Yeah. TCG and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Like they're in charge of the IP.
Right. Okay. Now that I'm up to speed on Pokemon, I had plenty of time, but I just thought I'd do it straight in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah, fair enough.
What happened today?
Mate, we got the Pokemon Day Pokemon Presents, and I am so sure that there were some disappointed people out there. I wasn't one of them. I had a great time from start to finish. You know what I appreciate about a Pokemon Presents? It's 19 minutes. They come in, they tell you what they want to tell you, they get the hell out. It was a great 19 minutes, especially considering it was 1 o'clock in the morning. And I wanted to go to bed. So we got the 19-minute show. I was able to edit, upload, and go to sleep, wait for it to do its thing. Look, it was good. It was a great show. I had a lot of fun watching it. There was some things there that were like quote unquote leaked that didn't show up. So who knows? Maybe we'll see them at the Switch 2 reveal event thing. I think we'll see some sort of Pokemon there. There was some good stuff here though. We finally we'll go through the important stuff and the stuff that like isn't important. So we'll start with the isn't important stuff first, but it could be important to you. Pokemon Concierge got an update. That is the stop motion animation series that's on Netflix. It was renewed for a second season. That second season is premiering this year in September. The series is a continuation from season 1, so there was a lot of talk online about maybe they were going to follow a different character. They're not. They're still following Haru and her Psyduck at a tropical Pokemon resort. And to celebrate the fact that we're getting another season, Pokemon has put up the first 4 episodes on their YouTube channel for people to watch and check out and see if they like the show. So that was cool. Got a nice little trailer. Also got to look at how they do the animation and stuff for the Pokemon. That was sick. Like, it's all puppetry and stuff like that. It was really, really cool. It reminded me of, classic Wallace and Gromit, but minus the clay. It was very, very cool. Then we got, we'll just go through some of these quick updates. Pokemon Go's getting an update. They celebrated Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go celebrating Pokemon Day with several in-game events. The Pokemon Go tour of the Unova region. That starts on the 1st of March. The event features the legendary Pokemon Black Kyurem and White Kyurem in raid battles, along with the opportunity to encounter a Victini and a shiny Meloetta. The new season begins March 4, and it's introducing Cubfu and Urshifu, which means even more Pokemon are going to be able for you to catch. They also revealed a special promo code. Now, lots of these games reveal promo codes. I've done a whole article up on oneupgames.com of every promo code. So if you just want a place where you can find them all in one go and you don't want to have to sift through the video, they're all there. Everything for Unite, Go, Cafe Remix. The promo code's available for Scarlet and Violet. EB Games is also giving out an Eevee promo code, so you can get a terrestrialization Eevee. Just go check that out. This was a pretty big announcement. And it was weird that it was like, this was like a legit thing. They made a big deal about this. The Pokemon series of games are going to be available in a new language. They're now going to be localized in Latin American Spanish. They actually had the guy who's in charge of the Pokemon company in Mexico City. He was there saying that, they're not only are they localizing the games, but they're also localizing the TCG. So for the first time ever, people will be able to play the games in that language and play the TCG in that language. So it's just more places for people to scalp cards, which is always great. That was really cool. That was a cool little announcement. They also gave us updates on Pokemon Cafe Remix. So the new content in Remix is an Appleton Fruitalicious Jelly Soda. It's a new menu item for people to create. It also allows you to pick Flapple or Appleton. They join the staff, so you're able to choose between the two of them during this special event. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley, the Paldean starters, are available with special outfit packs, adding a Paldean flavor to the cafe. And they're also doing promo codes for a Pikachu outfit and an Eevee outfit. Again, you can find that promo code on the website. Pokemon Unite always comes out the gate swinging. Every time I see Pokemon Unite, I'm like, I think I got to go back, and this is no different. They actually outline the next 3 Pokemon joining the roster. The first one joins March 1st, and then the other 2 are coming soon. So the first one joining March 1st is Suicune, the legendary water-type Pokemon. He's one of the legendary dogs. Then later on, we're going to get Alolan Raichu, who is an electric psychic type, and he's a variant of normal Raichu. And then Alcremie is a fairy-type Pokemon. They're going to be joining the roster. Raichu and Alcremie are joining the roster very much later on Suicune right now, and we got to look at some new outfits, new seasonal stuff. There was also some Pokemon EX stuff, which was basically Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre, as well as the Primal Rayquaza are coming to the game, and there's going to be a new event with Brandon, May, and Steve. So that looks really cool. Steven, sorry. I always call him Steve. That was the big joke when I was streaming Pokemon Diamond. I'd be like, hey, Steve. His name's Steven, everyone, okay? Don't come for me in the comments. All right, let's move on to the stuff that is actually, pretty huge. Now, we were expecting to see Pokemon Zeta A, and we did. We got a lot from it. But we're not going to talk about that first. We'll save that for last, because there's also some other cool shit to talk about. The Pokemon TCG Pocket portion of the show happened. Very exciting. The leaks were real. Triumphant Light expansion is officially out now, by the way. So if you're a TCG Pocket player, you can go open up your first pack right now. The expansion is introducing mythical Pokemon. So Arceus is joining. They're also adding a Leafeon EX, a Glaceon EX, and a Garchomp EX. And with the introduction of Arceus, they're also introducing Link abilities. So Link abilities will allow you to synergize effects between Pokemon. So for example, one of the ones I seen, I can't remember exactly who it was, but I think it was like a Gengar maybe, or maybe it was Garchomp, but it was, if you have an Arceus card or Arceus EX card on the field, your Pokemon will take 30 less damage, or it'll be your attacks now cost 1 less energy to perform. It's that sort of thing. So a way to always have a sort of card on your bench in order to boost the Pokemon that you want actually fighting. And I think that's going to be really cool. I'll be interested to see what decks come from this. Super excited about that. The Arceus EX card looks great. And we got a whole bunch of additional Pokemon, like Heatran, Crobat, Gibble, Gabite, Marshadow, Garchomp. So a whole bunch more cards to collect. They also are doing an in-game event right now where you can get 3 free booster packs. You get a Genetic Apex Pikachu, Mewtwo, and Charizard. and each pack contained at least a card with the rarity of 4 diamonds or higher. So you have until April 29th to get those packs. I opened my packs and I got a special... all 3 cards that I got from that were brand new. I didn't get any duplicates. Sorry, Jake, you got 2 duplicates. I didn't get any duplicates. I got a Zapdos EX finally, an Articuno EX, and I got the immersive Charizard EX. I was so hyped. It was so cool. They also, at the very end, announced that ranked matches are going to be introduced in March to allow competitive play between players of similar skill levels. So, Pokemon TCG Pocket continuing to take the world by storm, and lots of awesome updates are coming. So that was really exciting. I liked that a lot. Next was a interesting little reveal. I thought it was Pokemon Clash, this Overwatch Marvel Rivals type game, but it wasn't. It's a game called Pokemon Champions. So it is an upcoming battle-focused game developed by the Pokemon Works in collaboration with Game Freak. So Game Freak are sort of in charge of the design and how it's going to work, while Pokemon Works is developing the game itself. And basically, the elevator pitch is it's a game designed to capture the essence of core Pokemon battles, to provide both new and old players with like a strategic and engaging experience. So it is a game that takes out the open world aspect, takes out the Pokemon catching and all that, and it's purely a battler. You will go into a stadium and battle other people, and it's coming to Switch and phones. So, and Switch and phones will be able to battle each other. So it's not like you're locked to a platform. And it is compatible with Pokemon Home. And Pokemon Home, for people that don't know, is the place where you can store your Pokemon from your various games. It's basically like like Pokemon Bank of Old. So you'll be able to use your actual Pokemon that you've caught from the mainline games in Pokemon Champions. There hasn't been like... Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, like yeah. They haven't really given us when it's coming out. Apparently it's coming out this year, most likely, or how it's all going to work. But honestly, super cool. I think it's pretty niche. I think it's pretty cool. And it made me think... Now, I said this during the reacts. If you haven't watched, you can find it on the YouTube channel. That this game might exist because Pokemon Legends... Zeta A has a very different battle system to one we've seen before. So primarily it's always been a rock, paper, scissors sort of thing. Like, I will attack, you use protect. It's like there was not that much going on. Whereas Zeta A is adding the ability for you to run around the arena, have your Pokemon run around with you, be able to dodge attacks without having to hit a dodge button. Like, you can just run out of the way and all that sort of stuff. So that could be the future of Pokemon battles going forward. So Pokemon Champions could be the thing to allow people to experience the classic way of doing Pokemon battles, maybe. Like, this is your way of experiencing how it used to be, because it might be changing significantly going forward. So there's always going to be that sort of like that game for you to go back and, you know, enjoy the nostalgia. Apart from going back and playing the older games completely, this is a good way for you to actually get that classic Pokemon battling feel, if the games really are going to change that dramatically going forward. Mate, we've bloody come to it. The last thing we saw, Pokemon Legends Zeta A or ZA or whatever. I can't wait for this game. This game looked awesome. So the game is set in a future version of Lumiose or Lumiese or Lumiose or however they say it city. It's the Paris-inspired city from Pokemon X and Y. The city is undergoing a development at this time. So there's going to be like a lot of different areas that are like... For the first moment, the Pokemon game takes place in the entire city, and the city's in the middle of sort of like reconstruction. So there's like wild zones where you can still go in and battle wild Pokemon and catch them, and then you've got other zones where it's like Pokemon and humans interacting, and then it looks like there's only human-only zones and areas where you can like battle other trainers. Very, very cool.
Is this the most like furthest along the timeline that Pokemon's gone? Like, how futuristic is it?
They haven't put an actual time on it.
Oh, okay.
On like exactly how far into the future it is. And watching the trailer, I don't think anybody from X and Y appears in it. So it could be 100 years, it could be 1,000 years, or we're not 100% sure. Because Okay, so without spoiling too much, because like it would be really cool to like play all these Pokemon games on stream, so like you guys can experience. 'Cause Pokemon has a story, and there's good story in there. But X and Y was the first one that had a mental story about a guy called AZ, and basically he was a 3,000-year-old man who fought in the like original Pokemon War, for, like from 3,000 years ago, where his Pokemon, his sort of like partner Pokemon, sort of died. I'm paraphrasing. I'm just like I'm giving like cliff notes. There's a lot more to it. And then at the end of X and Y, that Pokemon is back and they're reunited, and he doesn't activate a weapon. And that Pokemon is here in this game, and this is set after that, so it's not like it's like he's still kicking. So I don't know if it's like thousands of years later. I don't know, but like I wouldn't put it past Pokemon to do that. I mean, the previous Legends game was set like 1,000 years in the past.
I thought that in Japan, right?
Yeah, it's like feudal Japan-based Pokemon game, whereas this one is like very, very like futuristic, but it's almost like they haven't gone like flying cars, weird towers, futuristic. It's sort of like where like this is the most like realistic version of what a future could look like. Like it's and there's like monsters running around that go in balls. Like it's crazy, but it looks really cool. The game's introducing a real-time battle system, so Pokemon and players can move freely during encounters. Mega Evolutions are making a return. I'm so excited for Mega Evolutions to come back. That was another thing announced during the show. It was like 30 seconds. Mega Evolutions are coming back to the physical TCG. Let's go. I'm so excited. Mega Evolutions are my favorite sort of like gimmick for a Pokemon game. People will disagree with me, but Mega Evolutions was just got me so excited. The starter Pokemon were revealed. We're getting Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. Here's what's crazy. I made a prediction for what Pokemon I wanted to see. And I'm pretty sure 2 of the Pokemon I picked were for the same region. And someone in the comments told me that I was crazy because they would never pick 2 Pokemon from the same region to be starters. And I said, I can dream. Anyway, Chikorita and Totodile are from the same region. So I'm not that crazy, everybody. Tepig came out of nowhere. I did not see that one coming. But it also made me think, like, they got Tepig here.Maybe those black and white remakes are a thing, and they're coming soon. Like, everybody wants these black and white remakes. Or nobody wants them, and it's just me. If it's just me, let me know. I'm excited. Yeah, no date, which was sad. It's coming at the end of the year, so they reckon late 2025. So this is probably our November Pokemon game. Crazy that it is. Like, I think there's going to be another one. There's going to be another Pokemon game, and it's going to be a Switch 2 banger. That's what I reckon. I think there'll be another one. We normally get another Pokemon Presents in August, so
I reckon you're crazy.
I think we'll get another one. That, or we'll get a tease for one, because next year is 30 years of Pokemon. So next year will be the year to drop some freaking bangers.
Yeah, fuck
the 25th anniversary of Pokemon was great. They dropped all these plushies, like they dropped one a month, and I bought all them. They're freaking sick. And they like dropped some banger games and stuff. Pokemon's been on fire the last few years. Like Unite is great. Cafe Remix is a great game to like play in bed before you go to sleep. I love doing that. Pokemon Sleep while you're asleep, crazy game. Go's always popular. TCG Pocket has made them freaking billions already, I'd say. So they're cooking. They're cooking over there. They're cooking.
Do you reckon the Legends game will have Zeta A have like a Switch 2 version?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't think so. I can see them. So one of the big, the big Pokemon thing is, right, is you get X and Y. And then later on you would get, like, it was more prevalent back in the day where you would get Ruby, Sapphire, and then you'd get Emerald later on, which was like just a combination of everything, and you got a brand new legendary. I could see them doing Pokemon Zeta A, and then like maybe down the line, maybe like early next year, have Pokemon Alpha Z, just have the opposite, and it be like, maybe not like a sequel, but like a bit
like
more.
Definitive Edition or something.
Yeah, I could see them doing something like that. But I don't know. I feel like this game's like, it's looking at it, I'm like, it's done. So I kind of feel like they might just be holding off for the Switch 2, but not so, because, okay, could they totally drop this right now? Probably. But a lot of people are about to trade out their Switch for a Switch 2. That's the reality of the situation. So it makes way more sense to hold this for Christmas time. So it not only does like it gives everyone a chance to either swap out or acquire a device on which to play this game.
That's an interesting perspective. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
That's the only reason I can see this thing not dropping sooner, is they want to make sure everybody can play it. Because like Nintendo said, hey, we're making sure there's not going to be a shortage. I'm sure Pokemon don't want there to be a shortage either. And I'm sure they've got other stuff cooking ready to go, you know what I mean? Like Champions could literally drop like any time, you know? That's probably going to be like Unite. It's probably going to be like a free-to-play thing, I would say. And I can't see them charging for it. It's literally like a battler. Like it makes sense for it to be free. And it's coming to mobile, and they I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do.
Agree.
But yeah, I can see that being the reason. But all in all, great Pokemon Presents. I liked it a lot. I think there are going to be some disappointed people because there were a lot of leaks and stuff talking about like games we didn't see and just like hopes and dreams. And, you know, sometimes, you know, we need things like this to bring us back down to earth. But I think if you went in not knowing anything, that's a pretty decent showing, you know? 2 brand new games, 1 brand new Legends game, and I'm liking the fact that, you know, Legends is like this new sub-series. Like, we're going to get... It's almost like they're getting rid of that 3rd game in order to be like, all right, so Scarlet Violet, Legends Arceus. The crazy thing is we're not getting another main line, we're getting Legends Zeta Alpha. It's like, okay, cool. Zeta A. Like, yeah, cool, awesome. I'm here for it. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm pumped. And TCG stuff's always good. Always good. When I hear the little like Pokemon Pocket I was like, oh, let's go. No, I had a great time. I thought it was really fun. Everything they showed was great, and I'm very keen.
Scale. What do you give it on the 1-up scale?
8.5, 8. I think if there was like a tease for Gen 10 or something like that, that probably would have put it up to a 9. I think a 10 out of 10 Pokemon Presents is like... I think the next one has a chance. Because they're celebrating 30 years. And I think the next one has a chance to show the next generation, show whatever this Synapse or Pokemon Clash game is. That could be huge. Give Unite a massive update, maybe a Switch 2 update, Switch 2 port. Pokemon TCG Pocket could, like, if they have, like, fixed trading, fixed rank, make sure it all works together, expand that, new expansion, that could be great. I think Masters EX is that game that they sort of feel like they're obligated to put there. I don't think Sleep needs to always be there. But if they were to like tease like a 30th anniversary movie or something, that could bring like that could bring a lot of people in and excited. I think we're going to get like a 30th anniversary TCG set. So that'll get shown there. I think that has the opportunity to give us like a 10 out of 10 Pokemon Presents. And I think that would be crazy. Honestly, they could have shown everything here today, and they could have shown nothing here today. And the Pokemon Presents could have just been, we're porting all the classic games to Switch 2. We're putting it on a cart. All the classics are coming. Pokemon Home support. 10 out of 10. That's what we want. We just want to be able to play those older games and not have to pay an arm and a leg and dust off a really old console in order to do it. So if they want to do that, that would be hype as hell. And 30 years would be a cool time to do something like that. Really cool time to do something like that. But yeah, we hope, we dream. But yeah, I think this was like a solid 8. I enjoyed it. I think a lot of people are going to say it's a 6, but I really enjoyed it. Could we have got more? 100%. I think we could have seen a lot more of Zeta A or ZA or however it's said. I think they were very selective on what we've seen. Maybe not to get our hopes up too high, maybe to make sure that they are going to sort of like hit it at the end of this year, or maybe just to like, you know, save something for the Switch presentation. Who knows? But no, all in all, good Pokemon Presents. Very good time.
Happy to hear that.
That's great.
And I hope they have held things back for next year. And next year will be a 10 out of 10.
Mate, me too. Me too. And just a reminder to everybody, tons of promo codes. Tons of codes that they put in for like Pokemon Go, Unite, Masters EX, Cafe Remix, Scarlet and Violet, all on oneupgames.com. So if you're on the YouTube, there is a link down below. Head over there. Some of them are only lasting for 24 hours. Some of them are like going into like March or something like that. So definitely go and check it out and grab what you can while it's there. But yeah. Well, mate, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, mate, anytime. We'll come back and do it again next week. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening. If you have enjoyed the show, be sure to let us know down in the comments below, like the video, subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything we're doing, and to really keep up to date with everything we're doing, head over to oneupgames.com. That's where you'll find links to all our socials. We've recently just started an Instagram for the One Up Games channel, so definitely go and check that out. But yeah, honestly, just subscribe. It would be that means the most. We really do appreciate it. But yeah, thanks again, guys. Until next time, may all of your games be good ones, and we'll catch you guys next time. Yeah? Bye, everybody.
Bye.